What's up guys? Today I want to show you exactly how to list existing products on Amazon. So products that you retail arbitrage, sell used from around the house, wholesale, how to add these products to Amazon, how to look them up, how to know if you need approval for them, and what this whole process looks like. That way, if you're just getting started with Amazon, you know exactly what to do before you buy these products right at the store. That way you're not buying anything you can't sell and everything in between. So if you're in this process, make sure you stick around to the end. You're not going to want to miss a thing. If you guys are new to this channel, just want to say hi. Welcome in. My name is Cameron James. I've been selling on Amazon for over 3 years now. My first year I did over $1.3 million in sales. Since then, I've been doing this as a full-time income. I've started multiple Amazon businesses as well. So this channel is all about giving back and making sure you guys have the most up-to-date information on Amazon possible. That way there's no silly mistakes made and you can get your business up and running. Otherwise, guys, let's just get right into it. In today's video, we're going to go over quite a few examples. One of these examples is one of my favorite books and one of my favorite authors here. So this is a used book, right? So I read this book, love it. Now I just want to get it out of my house. I'll make a few extra bucks. Maybe I picked it up at a garage sale, picked it up at a used bookstore, and now I want to sell on Amazon to make some money. So I'm going to show you exactly how to sell this book on Amazon. That way you know exactly what that process looks like, and cover a bunch of different scenarios. That way you're all set to go depending on your situation. So let's hop into my screen here so we can see we're on the book page here on Amazon. So this one we can just type in Lives of Stoics. We can also type in the UPC and also the ISBN as well in the back here. For this, I'm going to show you a little bit more about that once we get into Seller Central and get on the back end of things of how to add the product. But first, I just want to show you kind of what selling existing products looks like on an Amazon page. Just because there's private label, wholesale, new stuff with used things as well, like new, like used, good condition, all these different things. So I want to show you exactly what that looks like. So for this example, books are always the best example for this because they have so many different scenarios. And we can see right here for hardcover, we have 14 used and we have 37 new. So that means we have a total of 41 different sellers selling this exact same book. And how this works is that everybody gets a chance to kind of have this buy box. So Amazon's going to want to push the new product, right? They want to make sure that you're buying something new, making sure you didn't accidentally buy something used that you thought was new. And so what's going to happen is these 37 people are going to rotate between the buy box. If you don't know much about that, it's just when you get control of the buy now button essentially, or add to cart. And we go up here, we can see buy new right here. Then we scroll down and it says ships from Amazon.com. That just means it's FBA. So it's in the FBA warehouse. It's going to ship from Amazon and sold by Amazon.com. So what this actually means is Amazon is actually selling this book themselves. So they currently have the buy box right now, but it rotates between these 37 if the price is competitive, if the rankings are good, if their seller feedback is good, all these scenarios. But I just wanted to quickly give you a little insight of how that works. The 14 used here. So what happens is when I go buy a book on Amazon, I don't want to pay full price, right? So I'll go ahead and click used right here, and then we can go through all these different products that are used from different sellers and determine, is this a better deal just to buy it used? And you make sure I don't pay full price for it, because a used book, who really cares? So if you're selling this book used, this is where you're going to list your product. So we have HPB Ruby here with 27,000 seller feedback, 5 stars here. So it's $13.99 plus $3.99 shipping. So they're doing FBM, which is not sold by Amazon, right? So it's sold and shipped by you. And then we see all these, like new, used, like new, used, acceptable. So you see what I'm saying here. In this case, it's kind of a weird scenario that the new is almost, it's what, $4 here. It's only $1 more to get the new one and to ship by Amazon there. So that's something to take into consideration, as a buyer. But eventually, as these prices kind of change, or if you want to get rid of this book quickly, you can just make a lower price. That way, people are more willing to buy your product and get it off the shelves quicker, and you get that money back in your hand. So that's what it looks like in that scenario. Second, I want to show you more of a private label scenario. So what it looks like when there's not a bunch of sellers on one listing. And so we're on this listing here. So it's Pola Viar French press coffee maker right here. I don't have this one, but it'd be kind of cool. This wood handle is pretty sweet. But getting back on track here, so we can see that it's obviously new. We go over here, it ships from Amazon, so that just means it's FBA, right? And sold by Pola Vera. And so this means it's sold by them. They're the ones selling it. They're the private label seller of this product. And we go down and we see there's no other options, right? There's no other options from different sellers. This means they're the only one on this listing selling this product. So it's private label. They didn't give anybody else permission to sell their products, and they're brand registered so they can, keep hijackers off and kind of dictate the page themselves, right? They don't want other sellers on here. So this is important to know before going into selling stuff. Whatever the method is, if you want to sell on someone else's listing and make an existing listing, this is something you need to know, that there's some times where you can't sell on their listing, or it's not advantageous, or there's restrictions, or you need approval for it. So I just want to show you both avenues, right? So the book thing is much easier, and certain products are much easier, certain brands are much easier, but there will be restrictions that you need to know about, and I want to help you kind of figure that out. That way you're not buying something at a store that you can't sell, right? Because that's even worse, right? You buy this product to make money, but you end up losing money because you can't sell it at all. So we don't want that. Thirdly here, I'll show you the final example before we get deep into it and show you the back end of how this works. We see a different French press coffee maker here, and we go down and we can see that this is ships from Amazon, sold by Amazon. So Amazon sells this one themselves, but we can see new and used 7 right here. So there's 7 other sellers on this listing selling this product. We can see it right here too. So it's usually in a couple spots. So we can click this right here and you kind of figure out what's going on. So Amazon's selling this one. If we hit see more, ships from Amazon, sold by Amazon, they have the buy box currently. If we go down, we can filter by, prime, new, used, all that good stuff right here. We see used very good here. This is actually a damaged good that they're just trying to move out from Amazon warehouse. Actually, quite a few are, but we do have another new seller right here. So this could be you, right? So if you have permission, if there's no restrictions on how to sell this French press, or who can sell this French press, then if you have this exact product, you can go ahead and hop onto this listing and sell your good right there. So we see this person, it's got 9 ratings. So this might be you, just new, don't have many ratings yet. Selling for $35.23. So I'm not sure what the strategy is here. Maybe they just have one, maybe they have a couple. Maybe they know this is about to get really popular during the Christmas time, and they're just kind of sitting back waiting to have a higher price. And eventually when Amazon goes out of stock or the price goes up in general, there's so much traffic that they'll sell this thing for 35 bucks and make quite a bit of money there. Again, I'd have to know more about their thinking there to see their strategy, but no, there's another new, they're selling this new on this listing. So you can hop on this listing. Most likely, maybe they have permission. I doubt it though with 9 ratings. I'm sure they're just some random person, probably similar to your boat and your shoes. Okay, so getting into the juicy stuff, we're in the back end of Amazon here in one of the accounts. And if we go into inventory, add product, or we go to catalog, add product right here, we can go ahead and hop in and start looking to see if we can add these products or not, and see how the whole process works. So first, I'm going to take you through the whole process of listing a product. And then second, I want to show you how to kind of quickly figure out, what products are available to sell on Amazon, what products you can't sell on Amazon, what you need approval for, and how that all works. That way you can make good decisions before buying a product and reselling it on Amazon. So we're going to start with this book right here. We're going to sell it used because that's what it is, right? We're not going to lie in these situations. We're going to, tell it how it is. So in this book right here, I'm going to go in the back here. Again, this has the UPC on it and the ISBN. The ISBN is pretty much the UPC for the book community, essentially, to keep track of all the books. And so if we just type that in real quick. So after typing that in, we can see we have 2 listings that popped up for that same ISBN number right there. We can see this one right here. So there's a lot of times multiple listings get created for the same product because people are trying to take full control of a listing and kind of hijack traffic, hijack sales. So just be careful there. If there's multiple listings, just make sure you're just clicking into it, figuring out which one's the best, which one gets the most traffic, and not accidentally getting on a listing that is on the bottom of page 1 for that type of product. You can see with sales rank and everything like that as well. Sales rank 4,300, sales rank 10,000 right here. So I'm going to pick obviously this one. This one's not available anyway. So let's see, show limitations. You are not approved to list this product and we're not accepting applications at this time. So that just means whoever put this listing together, pretty much shut it down. That way no one else can get on it. This one right here is probably the more legit one. And we can see here, show limitations. This product has other listing limitations, not refurbished condition. So maybe it doesn't allow refurbished, but really it's just telling us that it has limitations. So if I hit new here, I can actually sell this product, which is kind of unique, especially in the book realm. Usually you have to have permission to sell new books on Amazon. The publishers want to control the sales of the book, right? They don't want to allow any Joe Schmo to get a hand on this book and sell it new and take one of their sales. But this one says new. which is awesome. So if you have a new book, you can sell it here for full price. In our case, we have used if it's collectible. Again, you'd know in that circumstance if it's collectible or not. But we're used right here, so we're gonna hit sell this product. So you can see it takes us to the back end of this product. So you're gonna fill this information out to get your product going. So seller SKU right here is something you make up, that way you can organize it in the back end of your inventory. So if you're selling a ton of books, make sure you're being organized here. So maybe Stoic book is good enough for me. I got one of these, I'm not gonna sell a ton of them. So this is perfect for me. Your price here, so you wanna put something competitive. And it depends if you're doing FBA or FBM as well. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But we can see right here, 36 new from $18 plus 0 shipping. So this means they're most likely an FBA, right? So that means they're probably selling in Amazon's warehouse. They have no shipping fees because Amazon takes care of all shipping. So it's just their one standard price. So if it's new, maybe you do $18 and you send it into FBA. Used here, we have $14,399 plus $399 shipping. The only time you see a shipping fee on Amazon is when it's fulfilled by merchant. So that means, I'll ship this book out myself. I'll drop it off at UPS or the FedEx or whatever it may be and charge shipping to help cover that cost. So you gotta take some time, do the math, see which one is best for you and what you're set up to do. Me personally, I would just send it into FBA if the margins made sense, because then I don't have to worry about shipping it, right? I could just keep doing this and scale up quicker, right? Get more books, get more used products, get more, products to flip that are new as well, and send those into FBA. They sell faster anyways that way, and that way I don't have to spend all that time doing that. I can spend more time finding those products. For this circumstance, I would do, this, so it's about $18 here too. So I'd probably do about $18 in FBA as well. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and click used like new in this circumstance. Again, this book is in really good condition. I haven't wrote in it. Make sure you're following these guidelines here, which you can find more about just by Googling it. But if you're not sure, just do good or very good. I buy a lot of books, so I'm a good kind of, person to talk to about this. Is I don't really care. Good, acceptable, like new. I prefer like new, but good is fine with me. All those criteria usually say they don't have writing included, so there are no markings on the book, and that's fine with me. If there's a couple tears, I don't care, as long as it's readable. So make sure you put the right one there. Don't lie, you'll get bad seller feedback, and then that will hurt you in future endeavors too. So fulfillment channel here. So Amazon will ship and provide customer service for me. So FBA here. So this is what I was talking about. I'd rather send this book in, throw my FN SKU on it, and put it into Amazon, and they'll take care of the rest. I'll do this with a batch too. So I'm not gonna send in one book to FBA. I'm gonna get a box, and I'm gonna find other goods, and I'm gonna throw that into one giant box and send that in. That way I'm saving money on the shipping fees that are going into Amazon, which aren't crazy high, but they do add up if you do it inefficiently. If you want to do it, especially when you're first starting out, I recommend just doing FBM. That way you go ahead and you kind of learn the process. You don't have to send it to Amazon FBA, because if what if it doesn't sell, then it's stuck in there, they're going to dispose of it. It just gets kind of messy. Until you know what you're doing, maybe start with FBM and kind of feel the process out, right? It's kind of fun too when you get that money in, and then you have to go to the UPS store and give them the package. It's like an exchange, like you're like, okay, you're fulfilling the order yourself, and you feel that money, right? So it's kind of cool there. If you're doing FBM, you got to put your quantity. So I just have one right here, and then you'll save and finish, and then your book would be live up there. Don't worry about main offer image. They already have that on the site itself, and you should be all set there. Next, I want to talk about how to check for approval to sell these certain products. So I'm going to show you on screen here, but you can also do this on the app on your phone. So download the Seller Central app on your phone. That's going to make it so much easier when you're at the store looking at products. If you need approval or not, the process looks the same. There might be a few extra steps just because it's mobile and there's less kind of options as you're going through. But this is the way you figure out, if this product is allowed to sell on Amazon or not. So you do this quickly on your phone. That way you're at the store, you can quickly check. There's even scan features. You can scan on your phone on the app the barcode, and then it'll bring it up, and then you can hit to see the restrictions if you can sell it or not, which is really cool. For this example, let's say we have a JBL Bluetooth speaker here. So say this is brand new, right? I know it's out of the box. I know everything like that, but let's say it's brand new. I got it on Black Friday for half off at Target, and now I want to flip this during the holiday season on Amazon for full price to make a little bit of money there and everything like that. So let's just type in JBL Bluetooth speaker. Then we see we get a bunch of results that come up. So 1 out of 10, 925 results here total. This is why it's good just to scan the UPC at the store. That way you get exact results, or type it in. instead of just typing by title, just because it could be a lot of mess here, right? So we go to, let's just use this for an example right here. So JBL Extreme, obviously mine's white, but this one's black. We hit show variations right here, and we can see the blue one, the red one, the black one. So let's just use the blue one for example here. And we see there's 18 used and new. We hit show limitation. That's the first thing you're going to do. So this product has other listing limitations. This product has limitations on collectible, refurbished, new condition. You need approval to list in this brand. So right there, it's telling us if you're going to sell this new, you need approval first from Amazon or the brand. So that's where you're going to click into apply to sell to see what they're asking for to take the next step in this process. So this is why it's so important to learn this process first before you go up and buy a bunch of inventory, right? New condition, you're not approved to list this product. You'll need to contact the brand in order to become an authorized seller of this product, okay? So this is more about the wholesaling aspect then, right? So they don't want you to sell this stuff if they're not. That's why that book situation was so weird. We can sell it new, and they didn't restrict it. But in this case, they're smarter than that. There's a lot of money on the line. And they're saying that you need brand approval before you sell this item. So hit apply to sell to learn more here. So you need approval to sell JBL branded in new conditions. Hit request for approval, and then boom, right there. Okay, selling application for brand. Your selling application has been approved. Congratulations, your selling application for brand JBL has been approved based on your performance history. Okay, so this is good, right? So if you have a good account, good standing in your account, you're going to automatically qualify for a lot of brands you can get approval for, right? Some scenarios, that's why you click all those buttons to figure out what they actually need. Some will just take you right through. You get approval if you have an established account. Other times they're going to tell you exactly what you need. Maybe you need a letter from the brand. Maybe you need to do this or that or this, but you need to figure this out before you buy the product. We're good to go to sell this new and used under that listing right there. I know it's going to sell over Christmas. And so if I got a great price on this for new at Target during Black Friday or had, some other deal going on, I know I'm going to make some money there because it sells for like, what, 140 or something like that. And say I got half off for 70. FBA fees are going to be $10 to $15 right there. So I'm working with a $35 to $60 margin. My math is not very good there, but you get what I'm saying there. If you want to write it down, do the math. There's money to be made right there. But otherwise, guys, that's it. That's how you check it. Again, get on your phone. Your app's going to be your best friend for this while you're at the store if you're doing a lot of that. Wholesaling, obviously, just go ahead. If you have the brand approval, go ahead and list your products there. You're going to be perfect. Retail arbitrage, same thing. If it's used, if it's new, that's the process to list as well for you. So I hope this was super helpful. I started out, my first year selling. I did some of this as well to get my feet wet. I learned a lot. I sold textbooks. I sold used books. I sold, stuff we flipped online that we bought online for great deals, and then sold on Amazon as well. You just got to make sure you're doing your due diligence and doing your research to make sure that you don't buy a bunch of inventory that you can't actually sell or need all this, crazy approval for to actually get rid of as well. So I understand the hustle. That's why I made this video. I want to get you off and running, selling on Amazon in any way possible. Eventually, hopefully you scoot over to that private label, right? That's where the money is at. Otherwise, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well if you found this helpful and you want more videos like this. Again, if you got any questions at all, any questions, comments, hit me up down below. I try to answer these all myself. Also, you can hit me up on IG as well, DM me. Again, I try to get back to you guys and help out as much as I can. I try to take some time every day to respond to comments and respond to direct messages. So hit me up if you got questions, guys. Make sure you check out the other videos on my channel. You're going to learn a lot from there and probably avoid a lot of silly mistakes by watching a lot of my YouTube videos on Amazon. Amazon's not hard. There's just a lot of little steps we got to do in the right, perfect order. That way we don't fall on our face, waste a lot of time and waste a lot of money. Trust me, I've been down that road before. All right, guys, that's it. See you on the next one.